Hey guys, Bios Ramos here, and today I'm bringing you game picks for Week 3 of the 2019 NFL season. That being said, last week, me and Matt are one game apart from each other. Matt is currently at 19, 11, and 1, and meanwhile I'm at 18, 12, and 1 just because I picked the Dolphins, because I'm a loyal Dolphins fan. Now, all that being said, let's get into it. So, first game of the week, we have the Tennessee Titans at the Jacksonville Jaguars, Thursday Night Football. They've been doing Thursday Night Football, both of these teams facing off each other for the past 3 or 4 years. And me and Matt, we're both going to Tennessee. Jacksonville is not looking so good right now. Even though Gardner Minshew is playing decently well, it's just not the same offense that they expected to have with Nick Foles. Because you saw the play that he got hit and broke his clavicle, his collarbone. On that play, he dropped an absolute just dime. And then as he threw that, gets taken to the ground, breaks his clavicle, which is his collarbone. And he's out for half the season pretty much. So, and Jalen Ramsey wants out of Jacksonville as well. Doesn't mean that I don't think they'll play him. I think they will, because same thing happened with Minka Fitzpatrick. He requested to be traded, and they still played him, and then the following week they got him out of there. So, yeah, there's that about Minka. So, yeah, me and Matt both taking Tennessee. Then we go to Sunday, and the first game on this list, we have the Cincinnati Bengals at the Buffalo Bills. And this is our first difference. Matt is going Cincinnati, and I'm going Buffalo. I think Buffalo's really hot right now, and I think they're going to continue that against a struggling Cincinnati team. Even though they look pretty well in every game, it's just they don't have enough firepower, I guess, or just enough to get past other teams and win the game. Then we have Denver Broncos at the Green Bay Packers. Me and Matt are both taking Green Bay. It's just a lot going on there. I think Green Bay is doing it pretty well. I think they're 2-0 right now, and I think they're going to be 3-0 after the end of this week. Yeah. Chicago Bears had a walk-off win on them. Finally made a field goal to win the game. First time forever. But yeah. So then we have the Atlanta Falcons at the Indianapolis Colts. Me and Matt are both taking Atlanta here. What an amazing win they had last week on Sunday Night Football against the Eagles. Julio Jones, 4th down and 3, screen pass, takes it to the house. Mohamed Sanu already knew that he was going to score. Second Julio caught that ball, he fist pumped and he was like, let's go. Because he knew it was off to the races. So, yeah, both taking Atlanta here. Let's take it to the next game. We have the Baltimore Ravens at the Kansas City Chiefs. And man, this match is going to be so hyped up. But at the end of the day, me and Matt are both taking Kansas City because I can't really go against Pat Mahomes. He's just balling. Then we have the Oakland Raiders at the Minnesota Vikings. Me and Matt are both taking Minnesota. I don't know, Minnesota's been doing pretty well. I think they lost last week. Let me see. They played Green Bay. They lost last week. Yeah. So, following that, they're 1-1. So then, I feel like they'll do well against Oakland. Then we go to the New York Jets at New England. Taking the Patriots. So is Matt. It's an easy pick right there. Jets are just falling apart. They had Sam Darnold out with mono. Trevor Siemian goes in and starts off the game, breaks his ankle or something like that. And then Luke Falk, he was on the Dolphins practice squad, and he was a guy who was the second string for that night and ended up playing most of the game. And then they had to activate a guy who was also on the Dolphins last year, David Fales. They had to activate him, and yeah, there's that. So yeah, we're taking New England. Following that is the last 1 o'clock game. We have the Detroit Lions at the Philadelphia Eagles. And me and Matt are both taking Philly. Yeah. Just think Philly will get it done. after that tough loss to the Falcons last week. So, yeah, there's that. Now let's take it to the first 4 o'clock game. We have the Carolina Panthers at the Arizona Cardinals. And Cam Newton's been struggling, and talks of him being injured or his throwing motion not being right, blah, blah, blah. He's not doing well right now. And he's not where he wants to be typically to get wins. And I believe the same. So Arizona's going to get their first win of the year against the Carolina Panthers, and Matt says so as well. Now we go to the New York Giants at Tampa Bay, and this is the game I had the most trouble trying to pick because they feel like pretty two equals. But at the end of the day, I think Daniel Jones will have a great game as a starter and get a win for the Giants. So I'm going New York there. And Matt, though, he's going Tampa Bay. Don't blame him, but it was just a really tough game for me to pick there. Next, we have the Houston Texans at the LA Chargers. We did scores for this one. Matt has the Chargers winning 23-31. And I haven't put scores yet, but I have the Chargers winning as well. And I'm going to have something along the lines of 20-24. Chargers winning. I'm gonna write that down real quick. Next, we have the Pittsburgh Steelers at the San Francisco 49ers. We're both taking San Fran. Jimmy G, man, he's a baller. That's pretty much it. Then we have the New Orleans Saints at the Seattle Seahawks. Matt is taking New Orleans. I guess he doesn't know that Drew Brees has torn a ligament in his thumb or whatever. But they didn't look good. And, of course, with a week of preparation, because they went into that game having Drew Brees, and then he gets injured, so on and so on. And Teddy Bridgewater is thrown into the fire to come back and compete against this LA Rams team, and it just didn't work out for the freaking Saints last week, right? But I'm taking Seattle. They're rolling hot. Russell Wilson is a good QB, and I feel like they'll pull off the win here. Next, we have Sunday Night Football. We have the LA Rams at the Cleveland Browns. We're doing scores for this one too. Matt has the LA Rams winning 24-20, and I have the Rams winning as well, and I have them winning 21-17. Next, we have Monday Night Football. We have the Chicago Bears at the Washington Redskins, and doing scores for this one as well. Jeez Louise, Matt. So Matt's taking Chicago 17-13, and I think it might be a little bit higher than that. So I'm taking Chicago, no doubt about that, and I'm going 24-17. Feel like it'll be a little bit higher, but Chicago's gonna come out with a win at the end of the day. And lastly, we have the Miami Dolphins and facing off with the Dallas Cowboys. So, Dolphins are not favored by 20-something points on the spread or whatever, but so normally I would pick the Dolphins. You know, I'm a Dolphins homer. I'm gonna pick Dolphins every time I can. But man, oh man, it is full effect tank season right now. And Dolphins just traded away Minkah Fitzpatrick on, I think it was Tuesday, to the Pittsburgh Steelers. And, man. We got a first round pick out of him, though, so that's not bad. But let's get back to the game picks. Matt has the Dolphins losing to Dallas Cowboys 7-37. Jeez Louise, Matt. Way to be a doubter. I have them losing 0-21. Just covering the spread. But honestly, it's going to be hard to pick for the Dolphins this year. There's going to be a lot of games. There's going to be games that are going to be teams who probably are going to have about the same record as us. And, but we're going to make sure we're going to have to lose those games if we want to do what we want to do in the draft. And then there's other teams that we got to beat in order for that other stuff to happen too as well. So, all in all, it's going to be a tough week watching the Dolphins play the Cowboys because their offense seems to look pretty well and their defense is pretty well as well. So, but I'll get more into that into the game preview video. But that is all. I'm a game behind Matt. Let's see if anything changes. We made some different picks, but most of the picks picked a lot of home teams this week. A lot of home teams were both going on. And so what I was saying about the home teams is just a lot of the home teams are just more in favor of winning this week. Honestly, there's a lot of home teams that me and Matt both just like, and that'll be soon to change throughout the season. More teams go on the road, more teams stay home, blah blah blah. But if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a nice thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Click the notification bell option to get notified every time I upload a video. And write down in the comments, where you at, Matt? Where you at? Where you hiding? Free up your schedule and come make a video with me, man. Alright? Sick of trying to hunt you down. No, but in all honesty, check out my Twitter and Instagram by Austin Ramos, and also check out byaustinramos.com. That's where I have all my videos, have all my articles, and then more articles soon to come that I'm gonna start doing soon. And yeah, fins up. Hopefully the Dolphins get the win this week. Honestly, shut up all the doubters and the haters, and I don't know, just put on a good game. Force the Cowboys into some mistakes, but I'm gonna go more into that into the preview video, but you'll see that from me later. So besides that, enjoy your week and let me know what you guys think of our picks. Yeah, fins up, guys. Well, you didn't think I was just gonna leave you like that, right? Without some new news? Nope, I'm not leaving you like that. Josh Rosen is named the starter this week, so I'm changing my score from 0 to 21 to 7 to 21. We're gonna lose, but we're gonna lose with pride, okay, boys? No, but in all honesty, finally Josh Rosen is named the starter. Hopefully he brings a spark to this offense. Even though if the Dolphins want to go down this path of completely tanking and losing pretty much all their games, so be it. But do it in the sense of seeing what you have with the guy you traded a second and a fifth round pick for. Otherwise, why do you have him there? Why are you gonna have Ryan Fitzpatrick, an old vet that is pretty much a middleman between what you are at now to where you want to be? Why don't you have the young guy out there playing ball and figuring out if he's maybe the future? Maybe you don't even need to draft a QB. Maybe you just draft some offensive linemen to protect Josh Rosen if that's the case. But if not, then let's see what happens. But it's better having him in there than not having him in there and not knowing what you got. So good by them. They finally named Josh Rosen the starter, so fins up, baby.